Hello, hello. There I am. Yeah, number 2, Mind Games. All right, we're already in a match. This top 8 is underway. Let's go. No button checks. In game we go. We got winner semifinals here with Careless repping the QB. 5th place, Texas Showdown 2025 champ. Going up against Sketch. Champ. Got the corner locked down with the bubble. Careless gets caught. Nice grab. And the fadeaway, like that chicken block setup. Nice, falls up on a sonar. All bad, looking like a problem. The QB got the crazy movement. Nice guard on the IAD. Gets clipped with the medium. Hits the combo. Wow, look at that stuff gas. One bet drop from both. And Careless hits another combo. Sketch quickly follows up with the pursuit, and the ES bubble gets clapped. Nice defense. Oh, it hovers over, but still gets clipped. Careless looking real close to get in the game. Sketch bringing it back. That gray life. Wow, Careless taking off game 1 on Sketch. This is going to be an FT2. FT2. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, there we go. Live now. Vampire Savior top 8. The time is 8:30 p.m. local time. Shout outs to Vodka channeling his inner Christopher Nolan there. Crazy directing. All right, Sketch gets a grab, backs off. We got 1 bar built up. Careless keeping it in the middle of the screen. Now we got the corner. All right, throw. Goes into the bubble. Nice escape for Careless. Sneaks in the sweep into the pursuit. Uses the sonar, gets knocked down. Again, Careless escapes out of the corner, but Sketch seems to always have a bar on deck. And a normal throw, 1 bat down for Careless. Sketch looking good in this game too. Gets a sweep into the bubble. Sets up air to air. Nice pursuit for Careless. Ooh! Scramble City, and again, a fadeaway from Sketch. Able to control the airspace. Throws into the Dark Force. My toes, my toes. Nice, we got the grab. And the AG. Queen Jelly gets PB'd as well. Oh, and another bat. Careless needs 1 more, sitting out 3 bars, gets the knockdown in the corner. No jelly setups yet. Gets over the gas and sonar. And again, Sketch with the air-to-air. Nice guard. Oh, big damage. And a jelly setup. Yes. Oh! And Careless takes it over the champ. That's not the last that we'll see of Sketch, though. That was winner semifinals. Wow. Vampire Savior's quick, fellas. Yeah, lucky my Dimitri wasn't in the Brett. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I gotta be humble. Oh, we got Snuggleguns going up against grubby-grimbo. Snuggleguns, of course, was the other side of the grand final is 2nd place. And Grubby got 3rd place. Just reverse the names on the reverse the names. Por favor. Here we go. Wait, is this button check? Okay. I was gonna say, I know that Grubby played Anacris in some of the online tournaments. Shout out to Moment Slice. If I recall, correct me if the lore is wrong, but did Snuggleguns not just win the last Moment Slice a week ago? Who in the chat knows that? Raise your hand, confirm for me. Don't let me drop random lore on y'all. Yeah, great placement so far on the winner semi side. Lots of repeats, folks that were here for the last Texas Showdown. Do we have any stats available for the players as well?
Let's go, Grubby! Come on, Grubby!
For production, do we have any stats available for them? Nobody heard my voice crack there, right? There you go. We got some stats. Oh, they're in game. Hide it. Hide the scene. There we go. We're good. We're good. All right. So we are going to get the BB Hood versus Shinko. Grub takes back with the perfect. Snuggleguns fights back. Snuggleguns got the best, a little bit of best execution with this character. 10 roundhouses are not easy to hit. You haven't seen any of them yet. There goes the first one. And follows up. Was that a guard rush? Grubby's starting out. Keeping that first bat alive. Nice escape. Both of them feeling each other out. Grubby just playing a lot of runaway. Likes the tactics, throws out the missile. There we go, Snuggleguns takes the first bat off. See how long he can hold the corner. And Grubby's gonna tech out of there. Alright, goes into the empty low, but couldn't complete the combo. Is this going to be the second set in a row? Well, we got another grand finals knocked into the losers bracket. Okay. All right. All right, nice AG right there. Jerry Air tries to stagger. Nice tech hit in the escape. Snuggleguns keeping Grubby in the corner. Right back at you. Good anti-air check. Goes into the 10 right line. Jumps in over the missile. Completes the combo as well. Yeah, BB Hood's out of there. Nice, looked like that air guard crush right there. Good anti-air. Oh! Is that the grandma something? I forget the name of the move. Nice, in the side switch. Another AG out there. Alright, pretty even match. Snuggleguns got 3 bars. First one gets denied. Good play for Grubby. Keeping it in the air. Gets clipped on the high. Nice guard. Down reflex. Wow, throwing out all the projectiles now. I don't like that jab anti-air. Good PB. Here's your jump. Guards it out. 10 right high. Oh, it goes underneath the missile. Follows up. Nice to take that trade. AG. Grubby spends a ES missile. It's grab. It's combo. Oh, nice guard. 10 right hands and enough. No, it's so low. ES pursuit away. And the trade. Oh, he rolls over it. What side are you on? Nice guard. Shake it off, takes that game 2 with the clutch. But Grubby keeps the composure. Grubby's like, all right, I see you. I wanted another game anyway.
Come on, Grubby, you got this.
I see we got some Grubby fans in the chat. Or in the audience, rather. Who's going to advance? Okay. Just facing here for snuggleguns. Nice. Goes into the 10 high. Big damage on the table there. But wasn't able to follow up after that. This hit with the stagger low. Well, he was just out of range from completing the combo. Next anti-air again. Ooh, preemptive. Nice links. Looking like mini Sako right now. They're fighting out in the air. Nice AG once again. And gets the combo. Snuggleguns now on the verge of moving into the winners finals. Whoa! That was some hang time right there. What did he do? Does he like it? Alright, Grubby guards out. Pencil him in the air. Gets hit with Samurai High. No big damage on the table. Oh, air throw. Nice. Grubby can bring it back. Wishing he lost 6 bars. That's a lot of reception. Here we go. This is the first one. Alright, starting to check out of there. Looks for the Ismon. Nice knockdown. Low profiles. Gets the EXN right. What a trade. Alright, gets attacked. Sitting on the bottom. Oh, a costly error. And Snuggleguns clutches that one out 2-1. Vampire Savior match is going too quick. Good stuff. So far, we've seen 2025's number 1, 2, 3, and 5 seeds in the winner side of the top 8. We're going to see Careless versus Snuggleguns a little bit later. Let's check out some of these replays. That was a clutch anti-air, of course. We're like, nah, man, wake up. That was cool, going under the missile. Still getting some trades out there, man. Wait, did we get a replay of the beginning of the match? The dash up command grab? I think this is where we had all that crazy hang time. Full 10 right combo. Alright, looks like we're ready for our next match. Oh, it's a butt jump. It's a butt jump. It's funny, when you do instant replays, you're basically watching the entire match all over again. This is just the abridged version of the match that we saw. I mean, the highlight is pretty much the entire back. And that's where we saw Snuggleguns clutch that one out. So I see Crimzon out there too. Alright, so it's going to be 1P Ismon, 2P MountainDewFKR. This is a match. Do. And I guess that MountainDew didn't make the top 8 last year, huh? Got the Dimitri out. I'm pretty familiar with this match. I might be able to say a thing or two. I want to see some DB Cradle, not like that though. That's the escape out of the bubble. And this is an elimination match. Nice guard, but that plus has to put his 3 keys in the middle. Ismon not letting off. Oh! You don't see that move every day. No, the rolls to the ball. Missed the gas, but it's alright. Alright, there goes FCC. Nice anti-air. Jumps in, grab my legs. The Chaos Flare working out. Nice backspin. Pulls out the first bat. Team the cradle. See if we can hold down that corner. Ismon gets out. Oh, and Sonar, that's going to do it. Game 1. Super quick. Oh, the creepy camera. That camera came out of nowhere. Creepy cam. That's a Gibson camera. MountainDew, of course, Baby Fest 03 Sagat in the U.S. as of yesterday. That's real lore now. We got to make it work with Dimitri. Gets that guard, gets the DP. Goes for the snag low. In the back dash, Chaos Flare. Nice 3-piece combo, falls up with the pursuit. And the air back spin. Nice guard. Gets pushed into the corner. Again, gets that aerial back spin and works out. Ismon gets a gas. Nice follow-up. Bubble. Keeps it in the air. This time he gets the combo. That's the first back down. 3-piece. Goes into the pursuit. Air throw. We're in trouble now. MountainDew got to find a way. He's out of the corner. Nice sweep. Back into the corner. Nice guard. And gas. Oh! Midnight Pleasure. Oh, yeah. No, we're going the wrong way. That's all right. Nice escape. It's a tire for it, but better than get a stuck in the bubble trap. Ismon not letting off like earlier. Contacts. Oh, another pleasure. That cost 2 bars, so we might not see another one for a while. MountainDew's got some ground to cover if you want to take to a game 3. Ismon fights back, gets a knockdown and a follow-up. 10 roll to the other side. Sonar, guard cancel there. Nothing to hit there. Ismon quickly advances into the bracket. Do the do, he says. Yeah, we got cameras all over the place. Everyone loves him some pleasure. Nope. I'm trying to see the chops. Yeah, good tag there. It's tough. Sometimes Fish is going to be in that range where Demon Bird will completely whiff. Maybe some third strike homies rooting for Crimzon. Crimzon, who of course, if I recall, Crimzon's first Vampire Savior tournament was last year at Texas Showdown, correct? And he made the top 8 last year, right? I know some more. I know a thing or two. Making it 2 years in a row in the top 8. Also has already secured a top 8 spot in Third Strike this weekend. And that's going to be a Jazzy auto qualifier. It looks like we're in our match. Unless it's a bucket check. It's a bucket check. AmeriKame, of course. Oh, yeah. Yo, holler at me. Yo, blessed with Gal Windquote.com. What's good? Oh, yeah. Did he unmute you? Hey, unmute him. Yo,
just watching some beautiful V-Sav.
The nameless Gal Windquote. We weren't prepared for you. Everybody knows who you are. We don't gotta have a name for you.
Nah.
Come on, man. GWQ is just always straight up GQ.
GQ. Well, there's been a lot of cool lore this top 8.
Tell me about it.
Okay. I mean, first of all, Careless being Sketch. That's crazy. You know, at the beginning of this bracket, Careless literally went up to Sketch and was like, "You're not winning again."
Ooh, not a careless comment to make, though. Very careful with that one.
And this one, names are switched.
Yeah, of course, the classic.
But AmeriKame is actually a very, I mean, Victor is it's a struggle character, you know? But AmeriKame has been putting in work, putting out guides, putting out tech, like really pushing this character in North America. And Crimzon, mostly known for playing Third Strike. I think they recently got into like really taking VSAP seriously because the Austin scene in Texas has really been pushing VSAP.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I mean, last year was their first major. They got 7th, and they've been taking names in Austin. So
Let's see it. With Wolf. One of the coolest characters. I mean, every character in this game is one of the coolest characters, but I love me some Wolf too. It always feels like if I'm losing a Wolf, I'm losing a like solid play. The character.
no way.
Really? Are you biased like that? I don't know. I like the Wolf Dimitri match, that's why. I just feel like there's a lot of
Because you could
mind
DP.
games. Yeah, there's a lot of mind games. I think I can DP.
But, you know, speaking of like, what is Victor supposed to do? What does Victor even do in general? He's got good buttons, but Wolf is just so much faster. He can open up and his beast cannon, like, Victor doesn't really have any good ways to like punish it or anything, so.
I forgot about Beast Cannon. You're right. Never mind. Everything you said about Wolf, I lied. I forgot about
That's
Beast
that real neutral.
Oh, I got 5 bars. You're just throwing a full screen ES Beast Cannon. I hope it hits. Stop. Just playing, of course. Shout out to all my Wolf players out there. Howzer, I see you. But, all right. MountainDew looking good now with these jump heavies.
It is awesome to see, you know, this low tier representation in top 8.
I mean, we have great character variety so far. 6 different characters, right? 6 or 8, rather. This is, yeah. 8 different characters in the top 8.
I think so. I think there's double fish.
Oh, right.
But, you know, the funny thing about Victor is, like, Victor, of course, is the grappler in this game. Grappling isn't the best. A lot of the top tiers are better grapplers just by doing, like, tick throws and stuff. So he kind of has to focus on his normals a lot. Like, that crouching heavy is just a huge check button.
Yep, that one. And nice whip punish, though, for Crimzon. I mean, speaking of grapplers, you know, Wolf is probably one of the best grapplers in the game. The tick throw game in the corner is easily one of the most deadly set plays.
Dog and cat.
I mean, he's raining cats and dogs. He's raining strike throat mix-ups. Oh, wow. Walks into that ESP cannon. I can't tell you. Right? A side switch. I got to give a shout out to my boy Noah, who used to play Victor at Chinatown Fair. R.I.P. to the homie. Oh, and a quick pop-off there. That's a better placement than last year, right? That means we're moving guaranteed top
From
5
7.
spot. Crimzon
Guaranteed
on the come up.
5.
Love getting that pop-off on cam, too.
It's so funny how much faster this game rolls.
Man,
Like Marvel
the
or
most exciting thing is,
CBS
right?
or any of those.
We're gonna have a different. Hold on. The names. It's me.
That's even me
Careless
saying,
versus
like, I love those places.
Snuggleguns.
Oh, it takes forever when you're like watching.
Yeah, Careless shouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
Jason, can you double check the bracket?
That's right.
No, Snuggleguns took it 2-1 over Grubby. I'm pretty sure, right? 2-1 you won, right? This is what happens when I get on commentary. Don't patch it. Don't patch it. Stop it.
The cool thing about the correct winners finals with Careless and Snuggleguns is that I believe last weekend Austin kind of held their own VSAV centric event, Shoutouts Chig, and I know Snuggleguns took it, and I believe it was Grubby and Careless in 2nd and 3rd of that tournament. So Snuggles literally just stole an Austin event from these guys. He's not from Austin. He's from the DFW area. So he drove over there and stole it from them. And I mean, he's on the track to reclaim Texas Showdown because he had won 4 times in a row, and the sketch came from New York. We lost to the Yankees, man. The Cowboys lost to the Yankees.
Well, no, well, Sketch had the buff though. Sketch had the Charlie buff incoming, so
He did.
you know.
He had that father, like, this is the last time I'm ever going to play. And then he won. He was like, okay, hold on. I'll keep playing.
And also, if I recall, snuggleguns busted out. Was it QB?
The QB. So, you know, there's some Snuggles lore, okay? So Snuggles, you know, every time, 90% of the time you see him, he'll play Shinko. That's the one, you know, Shinko's a hard character. That's a 9-to-5 character.
Yeah.
That's not like arguably the hardest character in the game. You kind of have to dedicate yourself. She's good. You can make almost every character in this game work, but obviously there's easier ways to win. She's good, but you know, not the best. So when Snuggles gets pushed against the wall, then he'll bring out his pocket QB, which is his true, like, okay, like, I need to wake up, I need to win, I need to beat you character. Truthfully, this is some shit talk, but there's been some 2 a.m. hotel room conversations that I've had with Snuggleguns where he said that the reason why he plays Shinko is because the U.S. hasn't pushed him to focus solely on B. You know, like, he doesn't need to. And that's that real, like, I'm that guy shit talk. So hopefully we get to see the B unlocked, even though Shinko's a much cooler character.
Yeah, I mean, if Snuggleguns ends up in the loser's bracket, I mean, the way that Careless is playing in the winter semifinals, it is a possibility, but I never count out Snuggleguns. Said it before, I'll say it again. Dopest gamer tag in the history of fighting.
He's one of the nicest and coolest guys you'll meet. And do you know he has the most hours on Fightcade for a vampire? Yeah.
I thought it might be Bagel, but
you know, all right, the last time I checked this was a few years ago, so maybe, I don't know. You know, because a lot of these vampire players, they're running like first to 100s on Fightcade.
I just saw Kyokuchi do like a 100-game set against, shoot, who was it? I don't know. It was, it's like someone in the chat's going to know. But Kyokuchi he just ran a 2-hour 100-game set.
Which is, I mean, it's insane that you can do like 100 games that quickly, but also, man, like, how do you tech it for that long without your hand falling apart?
Once you get into a rhythm, it's fun. To me, one of the most satisfying things about this game, being new to a game where, like, swiping is a technique, is the whole mind game behind AG.
I've been like looking into the devs and stuff, and you know, part of Dirty Braid, the team that made this game, part of their, you know, mission statement, whatever it was, we want players to press buttons.
They wanted him to press even harder in Vampire Savior 2 with how much harder they made it to push one.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that one. This is the Lord of Vampire.
Here we go. Austin versus DFW. Careless has been playing so clean today.
But the first batch is going to go. Oh, still alive. Is this going to be FT2 as well, or is this FT3 now?
This is FT3.
Okay, so winners, losers, and graders got it. So all finals will be FT3?
Yes.
Oh man, the double IED.
But I can't even feel bad because, I mean, Shinko's running in with her IED that gives her Oki, and
oh, nice check.
Careless just having a hard time just getting in general.
Should have pressed that dagger.
I didn't mind darn it.
And Snuggles was just sitting on so much meter, so it's like,
He plays like a bitch.
even if you block Tin Raiha, like, You know, you're in the blender.
Yeah, yo, Griffin. Fuck you.
Alright, game 1 going to
Love you.
snuggleguns.
Love you too, babe. Let's go.
Oh, look for a reset there, it looked like. Or maybe it was supposed to be connected.
It looked like to me that he was going for another IED, then like just missed it.
Nice AG, snuggleguns now. Let's put it in the corner. Nice guard.
Ooh.
Three matchups right there. Chico struggling to keep out the QB.
Oh my God, those tech hits.
I just realized I was listening to mine.
And Ryan, 6-hitter. And the dog in the air. Keeping it going. Wow. The jump there. That's a whole bad sequence almost. Oh, out of the air. Snuggleguns.
I mean, QB wants to be in the air. You throw Tin right hog, you're stuck blocking. As soon as you jump, Snuggles hits you with the crouching fierce.
Yep. That one knocks out, right?
The crouching fierce? I don't know. We'll probably see it again. Off the top of my head.
She has one of those preemptive anti-airs that knocks down, and I don't know. Only because I've thought to Chico's recently, but. This time my Snuggleguns turn to be on the aggression. Still got a bar to go. Swung that down.
Hitting the instant air dash character with the instant air dashes.
Oh no, just straight up didn't get the guard on that. He's getting faster and faster. Still gets jungle, keeping the pressure. Nice hit. Careless got to get that white light back ASAP.
Right star cancel. Ooh.
Attack it actually,
Yeah, like allowed that projectile to hit. Here's the blender. Ooh,
the last hit.
Pursuit killed.
If you guys got the bar,
Looks like
you
you get
got
polite applause for that.
every time. So Snuggleguns back at the grand finals.
Doing all right, man.
Same story. You know?
I mean, it's a little boring for someone to, you know, win, to keep winning, but, you know, I'm not going to be mad. It's that Texas pride, you know?
Take it. I mean, that just means everyone else nationally got to pull up. Don't let Snuggleguns keep winning.
We'll see, we'll see.
This is an open bracket. It's not an invitational, right? Is this an invitational? I know people can pull up if they want to beat Snuggleguns. Just saying.
Hey, we got 50 people this year, which is genuinely insane. You know, we've been running Vampire here since 2017, and we usually get, you know, at first it was like 17, 20, and then we couldn't break more than like 35. We were like stuck here, but that Evo boost, maybe people are waking up to the God game. I don't know, but 50 people, super incredible. I love to see, like I've mentioned, the Austin scene has been like just breeding killers. Running their own events, proving that, hey, there's more than just Third Strike in retro, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Third Strike is kind of like monopolizing most of the major legacy fighting game scenes, but
they deserve it. They're putting the work in, and it just shows that everyone else can also do it too.
I know. It's really going down to this. Maybe I wasn't. No, it's 13 minutes, bro. It's 13 minutes. I'm here. So as long as nobody gets it right,
Alright guys, just getting another button check done here.
that was not me.
I know everyone's playing already, so buttons were definitely working before.
I didn't say
That is true. Never gone negative. Now you're just gonna go forward.
Last pursuit to close it out. I think our replays are just going to continue replaying for a little bit.
Even careless is like hell of a he did. I think right now you're doing it's not being messed up. Still, you have to be very. I think if you're looking to get a one-time, I think you're still
what bartender, like, how many, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yes, I do.
I was like, Ricky was like, let me get top shot. I'll get a plus. Because I was like, who the fuck poured that? Because he just balled, just dropped $60 on the shot.
Alright, cool. Alright, looks like we're gonna let it rock. We're getting ready for our next match. Should be loser semifinals.
I thought we played old games to not deal with this. Not deal with controller issues, right?
I mean, I think that's one of the challenges. When you go from 30 entrants to 60 entrants, you have to get double the issues, right?
But it's all good. It's all good.
So I know you mentioned you think that Evo boost has something to do with the players, but I think it's a little bit more than that. I think that helps to bring it in some eyes, and now we got to do what we can to keep people continuing to play, right? I mean, you get bit by the bug.
I mean, you got sick characters like this on the screen. Who would not want to play? One of the hardest working characters of all time, Fish, versus genuinely, like, I think one of the sickest characters in any fighting game ever, who led him. And Grubby, man, the first time I met Grubby, like, they were new to the game and they already had like insane, like way better execution than 90% of the people that I've met. And now they have like the actual game knowledge to back up that execution. And they're one of like the new blood of this game that's just killing it. And anytime I need any sort of technical information or anything, I go to Grubby just because like they're like an encyclopedia of VSAV at this point.
Actually, I chatted with Grubby a little bit. And Grubby's like, yeah, I
like understanding the mechanics behind fighting games. I was asking a lot of technical questions about how like frame skip and speed works in Alpha 2 and 2X, and so yeah, you know, when I chat with my Savior homies on Discord, a lot of the conversations are super technical because this game, I mean, let's be real, you gotta be a bit of a scientist, mathematician, you know, all the above to truly understand it. Nice jump in there from Grubby.
You know, I was speaking to Grubby earlier, and they said the reason why they love this game is because they feel like it's full of, all the characters have bespoke mechanics, which I think is a pleasant way to put it. You know, this is a game where every character is so weird and so polarizing and so strong that it somehow warps into an almost, I want to say, a balanced metagame almost.
I see it as every character is their own engine, and generally speaking, your combos are universal. I mean, apart from like this character-specific stuff, or in this case, you know, Valletta has those Sako Link combos, but like combos are pretty much universal in this game. It's really easy to get into in that sense. You just got to work on execution of IAD and ES, you know,
I mean, speaking of execution, these two tech, like the tech hits between these players, not letting them just get like any sort of normal out.
That's what I mean, like, if you can master that aspect of it, every character otherwise is really its own engine, which I think is the coolest thing. Every matchup feels like you're playing a completely different engine. But because AG is the same, because your combos are mostly the same, it's easy to learn the engine versus all, like, you know, nuanced different combos. And
For sure.
so, Grubby up one back so far. Ismon trying to keep your fish stream alive. A very technical and cool character, like you said. No bias, of course, from the one they call Ga Winflow.
I mean, I think this matchup is pretty interesting because, you know, Fish he's a bit fatter, he's a bit taller, so Valletta is allowed to get her like double jump shenanigans off on him easier, and both of them can sort of play lame if they need to.
Yeah, I mean, this one's got 6 bars. Now's the time to be lame at the corner.
Just Grubby's not giving him a chance to start throwing bubbles out.
I like that interrupt. Oh, nice punish.
Man, Grubby's just been getting people with that. Ooh, nice. You know, with Fish, sometimes you just gotta randomly throw out a Sonic Wave, just hope.
Right, I mean, if they jump in and they're not guarding, it's free damage for you. Nice escape out of the bubble. Oh, and a
Got crossed up.
on the way. Looked like Ismon probably wanted an anti-air there, but going from a walk to a guard ended up getting like a special input.
That is the Fish players, you know, worst enemy. That happens all the time, especially against a character like Valletta with the double jumps. You know, it's like gonna mess up your charges a lot, and like the input buffer for, you know, getting that charge out, I think is like lenient enough where you can get crossed up and then throw out a Sonic Wave on the other side, like kind of often.
Same thing when you do like a tech roll with Dimitri. I noticed I'll go for a tech roll, Demon Cradle. Depending on the character, you're gonna end up getting Chaos Flare every time. So I don't know if it's a matter of you gotta go neutral or if you actually have to roll and cross cut.
I think you do have to go to neutral.
Neutral, yeah, it can be quite finicky, and reversals in this game are like altitude. There's no pianoing.
Yeah.
You have to get one frame reversal every time, which is why I like the guard cancel system, because there's enough leniency in there where you can input a DP and the press punch like way later.
Yeah.
So you can kind of like hold down some of your inputs for a little bit. It makes getting out of jail pretty cool. But yeah, here's a polarizing match here. In the last year's top 8, we got a first place finisher versus a 7th place finisher, Crimzon.
I think this matchup is pretty interesting because I think Talbane, you know, can run amok on Fish in the mid screen and everything, but he doesn't really have much of a way out of bubble compared to a lot of other characters. So if he gets in the corner, it's kind of, it can be GG.
All right, well, let's see it. Oh, the ASB's getting almost went back into there. I'm scared. Oh, like that meter build.
Just throwing out the random gas, trying to catch a dash.
Just gets a 3-piece. A lot of damage on the table there. Sketch gets first back. Sketch, of course, I gotta point out, in top 8, sitting here, as well as Alpha 2 and that's the Street Fighter 4.
Street Fighter 4.
Nice punish. That's not easy to do. Punching the drill like that. You gotta wait till they're grounded.
I think that's being able to utilize drill, I think is what is a little thing that separates like the good fish players. Because it's such a, like, to a new player, I think it looks bad, you know? But
yeah,
it's so powerful.
Especially when you use an instant jump kick. I think it's like a jump light.
Yeah,
it's
jump
really
light.
hard to guard. And Sketch takes in game 1. It was pretty close though. It was a pretty close game 1. And I gotta give another shout out to Sketch. Sketch gave me a cookie this morning. That's just real lore. And it was a great.
He's a foodie, man. He's been hitting me up on all the Houston spots. Houston does have the best food in the world. All right, we have every culture here.
We got the best B-side players in the world too.
In my dreams. You know, it's easier to talk about fighting games than play them, though.
Nice anti for Crimzon. Wow. Keeps the corner, blocks out the gas. Sketch trying to hit him with that Smilex. Comes out. What a guard too.
Yeah, that was a crazy crosshair. Just throw it out.
It's a good way to try to reset the neutral situation, change your positioning, think about things for a little bit. Goes into the Dark Force.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a tech hit.
Possibly. I know Sketch is in, at least in the sets that I played with him the other day. Sketch seems to throw out the Dark Force a lot. I noticed in some of the War Leagues he played, but it depends. I know his Dark Force is one of the better ones in the game for sure. Right?
It's kind of course it depends on the matchup, but a lot of the times it's even if you do it accidentally, you know, he can cancel it at any time. He can get it, he can even get like instant air shenanigans off of it if he cancels it like low enough. And he's like completely armored, so it's, you know, in a game like this where you're not, a lot of characters don't have special moves that are just like continuously hitting or anything like that.
Crimzon's got one shot here. We got 2 bars for Cidion.
Oh.
He has gas. Still alive. Nice start that we were talking about. What a punish for Crimzon.
See, that's that drill placement. That's just, it's like safe and plus enough. Like, what do you do?
Similar to Dimitri's backspin. If you can do it at the, you can even combo sometimes with a normal backspin. But that guard from the jump light to the drill, clutch from Crimzon. That was cool.
And I think Sketch is, like, Sketch blocked, I think, like, every ambiguous, like, wolf cross-up that I saw. Yeah, like,
weird.
Not only did he block them, he tech hit them, like, for the most part, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, because a lot of times what you'll see is someone will try to go for a push block a little too early, and they end up, before they guard, just getting hit for free. So being able to guard an ambiguous cross-up and then, you know, HEing a low like that, that's optimal. That's top tier play. This is a button check.
They went straight into it, Sketch versus Grubby. I'm nervous. I don't know who to root for. I want to root for Sketch.
I mean, it would be nice to get another run back grand finals.
It would.
Keep that storyline alive.
But I think the storyline's way more interesting with Grubby hitting these links.
7 piece, nice. Gotta give a shout out to my boy Banshee Bot as well from France. Excellent beating player. The letter. Oh, that could have been dangerous. Nice, got the low.
Around that bubble.
Oh, oh no!
No charge though.
There we go. This should be the hit. Yes. Nice light kick for the entire. There we go. Grubby's finally getting some of that momentum back.
Yeah.
Alright, punches out the ball. Nice escape. That was supposed to be the grab setup. Pretty close game one. Clock is about to go in the teens as well. They're both being super aggressive. Scott's trying to get that one back. Earthquake's still alive. Nice guard.
And that's what I'm saying, you know, like, because Fish is tall and fat, he does get bullied by Buletta. Buletta's in.
I saw that. That ending, I mean, again, it was a great guard for Sketch. Able to block both hits on that incoming jump. But
What's sticking? Sticking with Fish.
man, is our 2025 champ going to get his zone here?
I'm nervous, but I believe in the Fish.
Sketch is still powered up by that old school next level. Man, back to the day I'd go to next level when I lived in New York. And everyone out there playing VSAV, Alpha 2, EX2 Plus, CBS. So I'm just like, point me to the 2X, my friends. I didn't blame, but I regret it. I'm like, man,
Those are all the good games in New
all
York.
these good games back then. Yeah, man.
New York was ahead of the curve, playing EX, playing VSAV, Alpha 2.
For real. 202 Furies, man. That boy did. The whole crew. Got us a Martin as well. Apollo, dude. Anyway. I'm just still looking good in the game, too. Gets thrown.
To be fair, it was all Texas company.
Whoa!
These
The
cross-ups.
cross-up. Disgusting. Sweep in pursuit. Rep sitting on so much bar. He's got ES pursuit. That
ES
does a ton of
pursuit.
damage.
And that's guaranteed off of that.
Oh, big jump with the combo. This is scary, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. Sketch comes in the air, maybe go for a throw there.
That sweep.
What's it? Oh, out with the trade. Grubby keeping the first down alive. Jab anti-air. Got him.
No!
Oh, that's huge.
Can't be mad. I can't be mad. Grubby has worked so hard for this. And you know what's funny? Last year, I was talking to Grubby, and they were going to play Sketch, and they were like, I'm not worried about Sketch. And Sketch beat him, but hey, it took a year, they did it.
A lot can change in a year, all right? Like, I mean, again, even with Crimzon going from, you know, the 7th to the 5th, that's one step up, right? And then got Grubby defeating last year's shit. Steps moving up all in 1 year.
All it takes is, you know, a scene, building with each other, learning with each other. Like, they're pushing each other really hard. And, of course, even if you don't have, like, a local scene, Grubby is super active on the Discord, the Vampire Savior Discord. Fight Cade, of course.
Actually, Grubby and we jumped in voice chat a few times on my server. So we play like long sets of Vampire. This was a few months back when I had a lot more time to play. And I was like, yo, like, can you just teach me some stuff? Let's just play. You know, I got a lot of notes, and yeah, it's all helpful. I feel like anytime I ask a question, even on the BSAF server, there's always people down to give tips or do a set, you know, on the set. So it's been an enjoyable experience for me too, honestly.
Even though this is a retro game, I think it has an interesting place, especially in the West, because unlike, you know, 2X and stuff, there wasn't much of an arcade legacy.
Yeah.
You know, like it was never at an Evo or anything while it was an arcade title. And it took until, you know, Darkstalkers Resurrection in like 2012, like that port, for it to like really come together, or like, you know, to people like really start like, I guess, pushing it, especially in like the tournament scene. So I feel like compared to other retro games, you know, like your 2X's and stuff, it's a very young scene.
It didn't have that prestige. It didn't have its own like co-op cup, Togeki evolution. But now it's getting its flowers for sure. I mean,
For sure.
It did have shoot. What's that? What's the annual Savior tournament that they did in Japan?
There's two of them. I don't know why I'm blanking on them. Yeah.
Because the first year, the first time I went to, well, the first and last time I went to Togeki, when I competed in 2X, I went with Noho, my friend I was talking about. He's like, hey man, I know we were going to fly back together, but I'm going to stay longer for the Darkstalkers tournament. And then he gave me the magazine when he came back with the booklet for it. And let's go. All
right, Grubby, you got this.
You know, so like in Japan, that scene, that there was an arcade legacy for this, but like in the West, it wasn't until, you know, the mid 2010s really, kind of the Chicago guys like really pushing this game. And so I feel like the scene is a little bit different. When, you know, if you play 2X, you're probably going to run into the same guys in CVS2. You're gonna run into the same guys in Alpha 2. You know, it's kind of like we all play. These are the Street Fighter games. We all play these. But like Vampire, unlike other retro scenes, is like kind of its own thing. Because I mean, the game is very its own thing.
It is. No, it's not, because it's not Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 is Street Fighter. CVS 2 is Street Fighter. Third Strike is still Street Fighter, but you're right, like, this is its own beast. And interesting enough, like, in Japan, they have a QC for, like, Vampire Hunter. You know, they're doing tournaments for that all the time. I see my boy A4, AFO Blanca. He's winning a bunch of stuff out there. They do beginners tournaments, too.
So, Careless and Grubby, they play every week with each other.
Okay.
So this is definitely like, I'm sure they know each other like inside and out, how they're gonna play these characters, how they're gonna approach. So we'll see if we see any like strange call-outs or anything like that. But they definitely know each other's habits, and I know these two and Che, who didn't make it out this year, are really pushing this game like really hard.
Yeah, Che's another one of my sparring partners. We have some crazy sets. Shout out to Che also for my for the gifts too. But so far pretty even match here. Nice guard, that was fast. There we go. Just reset. Jab, back to the same side.
I definitely think this is interesting because Buletta is a smaller character, but she doesn't have like much of a reversal. Her guard cancel is, you know, very situational. So if QB starts doing QB stuff, you know, she doesn't really have a lot of ways to like deal with it other than just being good at blocking. But at the same time, you know, with Buletta, her whole thing is like her double jumps and, you know, getting weird crossover stuff. Whenever QB blocks, she's smaller than like every other character in the game.
She's short, she's tiny, like she can crouch underneath chaos floor.
Yeah, very annoyingly short. So Buletta doesn't really get to do her shenanigans on QB as much.
Oh, what? That's gonna be the round, right? Oh, yeah. Yes, pursuit. Oh! Daylight robbery right
How
there.
many times in this tournament?
Essentially, if you're in the range for that, I mean, you're cooked, right? Even if you press the button, you're
Yeah.
gonna get grabbed. The priority on that ES command grab. Only option is really just gotta go for a neutral jump. You gotta read it, neutral jump punish, right? Or I-80 or something.
You know, I feel like a lot of answers to things in this game is you should have been in the air, you know?
This is there's a lot of air flips in this game. It does run me a 0-3 quite a bit. Lots of air flips.
10 seconds, we're already on the second bat.
And it's loser's final. That means this is going to be a FT3 as well. Okay. And I like how careless after every follow-up doing the neutral jump, in case Grubby starts to move forward, really controlling the space, but Grubby fights out. Now the mid-screen, nice air grab.
Oh, how do you even know how to block that?
Disgusting. Like you said, they're very familiar with one another. That's a funny interaction. What?
That was...
Another one, cross up guard and then get into AG off the bat. Wow, what a snipe. And goes underneath the missile. Probably finally full combo there. It's just been straight hits all around. Careless. He's able to get in. Still got 4 bars. I've seen QB make huge comebacks just off the beat jelly. Dash guard. Looks like the side potential. This might be the first time over. Grubby's hardly in time. There it goes! Is that
Another one, that's definitely it.
That's 2-0, but FT3.
FT3.
I appreciate how eager you are to getting into grand finals, but you know, not unless Careless got that reverse 3L coming.
Did not hear no bell.
Wait, Careless just said that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's my line too. I like using that. Shout out to my boy Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
That's a Rocky 5 reference right there.
Controlling so much space with those missiles. Like, how are you going to start your IAD goofiness with an active hitbox that's like at the perfect height?
Yeah. That's why sometimes even with Dimitri, I'm able to snipe those out with the air chaos player. It actually works quite well against QBs. Careless gets a lot of that white like that. Nice. Single hit jump there, goes low. Careless hasn't been able to get anything big, it's just making that wall, but
I don't think he's, at least in this match, he hasn't gotten like one knockdown.
right. That gun got low. Oh, nice. Finally got to escape that command grab. What?
Definite miss into it.
Yeah, Careless took his head there. Like, not what I wanted. Grubby one tap away from making it into grand. So there you go.
So it's going to be Boletta versus Shinko.
Hey, hopefully we get that. Maybe it'll be another QB. We'll see how the QB Bouletta matchup is supposed to look on paper.
I don't know. I mean, there's 2 sets that I'm pretty sure we're going to start out with the mains.
And Grubby's got to get the reset too. It's a long.
The 2 hardest working characters in this game. I think the only characters I respect, if I lose to it, I'm like, okay, like I'll give it to you. Shinko, Bouletta, and Bishamon. Everyone else is like, you're not trying, you're not doing nothing. Bishamon's so cool, he's so hard.
I mean, I know Bishamon got like struggle anti-airs and, you know, like the ES DP, like has to be ES, I think, to get out. I guess the uppercut guard cancel, but it has to be an ES. Is that right?
Now you're making me question. I don't think so.
Am I making up fake lore? Where are my Bishamon mains at?
It's those links, man. Those links are so cool. You don't think they're cool?
I mean, yeah, Jirakushi played Bishamon, so Bishamon's cool to me. And I think I found another bug in Vodka's code. So now that Grubby got the L next to the name being in the users bracket, the 5th place placard for 2025 went away.
Oh,
we gotta find we gotta replace that bug. Actually, Jason, what happened to the W and the L thing that we were gonna do? Because Grubby's 5th place went away. You know what I'm saying? Remember we made the W and the L icons? Really? The PNG for the W and the L?
Grubby!
Oh, alright.
Well,
Next time. Alright, either way, grand finals here.
grand finals. The Texas, let's just say the Texas Old Guard versus the new blood of Texas. The new blood of VSAP, really.
I am hungry.
They're getting some nice little banter in the chat there with the crowd mark.
What do you do? What do you do?
Take damage now, take damage now. Shout us out Val Wincoat video with this being the coolest stage ever. If you guys haven't seen it, you gotta check it out.
This is the coolest stage.
It is the coolest stage. After you pointed it out, I was like, you know what? This is the coolest stage. Nice empty low right there. Oh, and the guard crush in the air with that jab.
Just throw it out. I was just gonna say, just throw it out.
Throw it. There we go. Game 1 goes to snuggleguns. That air guard, the guard break after you do like a chain combo.
Where you you follow them to the ground.
Yeah.
I think that's like, it's so sick.
I love
Grubby! Hang in there!
That doesn't work against Felicia. She's the only character. She's like,
I didn't know that.
really?
Hey, don't give me another reason to hate that character, man.
Yeah, if I recall, Felicia's the only character in the game that doesn't work on her. And I feel like if I'm saying all this random stuff and you don't know it, then I feel like I'm lying. Is this the fake lore? Am I spreading fake lore now?
I'm gonna hit the lab now. I've never noticed that. Okay.
Yeah, check it out. Felicia should be the only character you can't guard crush like that.
You're about to make me even more mad at this character. Alright, throw out 15 red hop. That's just like, it's like an auto, like, hey, are you gonna jump? I'm just gonna throw out a button. I'm gonna get you. It doesn't even matter. Like, it just.
That is the coolest thing.
That's the kind of character. Those are the kind of mechanics that like win my heart. It's like, hey, you deal with it.
Nice link right there. Woo! Tight. Oh, the Dark Horse actually worked out. Oh no, never mind. I'm gonna get punished. He has gone. Nice tech. What? Save that stuff for nationals. Oh, snuggleguns 2-0. I gotta know about those DFs.
I mean, they initially work until the DF ends.
Yeah,
I'm seeing two self
I
ones.
mean,
Oh,
right
this,
now,
did you see that we did? We had this camera. When we're at grand finals, we just show the crowd cam. Because we don't need to see the next up in results anymore.
But this might be one of the fastest grand finals. We're already at 2-0. This is VSAV.
I mean, anything can happen.
you get a spot where you're maybe 1 or 2 additional 5. That was why it was such a big deal when
Yes, Don. Throws like a hammer or an axe or something. Crimzon's over. Don preempting the entire again. Snuggleguns really controlling the entire street. Looking like 2x Chun-Li. There goes El Ziggs again. Grubby keeping the dream alive.
And like, you know how they're doing it at FBL now. Best of 1.
Oh, Garden High still ended up getting clipped. Oh, come on.
They did make some wrong. You don't have to, you have a
Nice escape.
mention.
Grubby with a nice thrust again out of the air. Grubby holding down 5.5 bars. Snuggleguns might see some 10 right now set up. Oh, first one got interrupted. There is second. Decent damage there. Wow, another meter built that quick. 10 hitter. Nice escape with the jab. What's gonna happen?
I think this last 10 right now.
It's Snuggleguns. It's your Texas Showdown.
He brought it back.
Vampire Savior Chin. Reclaiming the first place title once again.
Reclaiming it. The Shinko God.
Are you gonna do medal ceremony?
I will.
I think we're gonna have you pick up that.
That was
mic
still a really
and
good
just,
shot.
broadcast to the stream and you do the medal ceremony.
I got you.
Get that thing lined up. Appreciate you, Gal.
Valkyrie is pretty sick. We also fully defended Texas. Valkyrie all Texas.
That's what I said. I don't know if you heard me. I said pull that sticker.
Good tournament.
I told him go home and get
We got some ways to go because we're gonna be doing Street Fighter Alpha 2 Top 8 next. But let's get the medal ceremony out. Great storyline. You know? But we still got one more tournament to go. Let's get this medal ceremony going. I plan on entering next year if I can. This will be the final score. There was a 3-0 at the grand final. Snuggleguns took it. Guys, now's the best time to really get into Vampire Savior. It's the best time to get into VSAV, fellas. And then I gotta get a top tier photo as well. You see the chant? Snuggleguns. Yeah, Calvin Colt to do the award ceremony.
Get that ice.
I don't know the placements.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hello.
You won?
Mountain Dew.
Savior Awards.
Where is MountainDew anymore? I'm too tired to complain. What else can I say?
Hello.
How do you turn this on?
It should be on. It's on already. Yo, yo, yo. Is the stream catching me? Dave. It should be on. Dave, can you pop this on?
The medals are over here.
Stream is catching this? Okay. Oh, careful. Now you're good.
Houston.
So, first place.
I don't know. Where's winner sit? Is left or right? Oh, this side. 2 MBL, or 3 MBL, top 8, top 10.
AmeriKame, Mountain Dew.
Where you want me?
You're second, so. Okay.
Careless. Over here. Who's next to me? You. Oh, you next.
Yo, what's up? Medal ceremony.
There we go.
This mic setup's gonna be kind of ghetto, but I can help you with the metal piece, and then you can chat.
Wait, really?
You're just gonna have to hold this up. All right.
Okay.
I got you.
Hello. 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 Everybody. This is your Texas Showdown 2026 Vampire Savior Top 8. Let's kick it off.
Everyone scoot over a little bit.
Let's scoot over. Let's scoot over.
Just a tiny bit.
Not too much.
Maybe not get blinded. Sorry.
All right, there we go.
With the DFW, Victor God, AmeriKame. If you want to learn how to play a bad character in a good game, they have tons of guides and a lot of cool information to teach you how to struggle and be good at it.
Struggle bus!
Now for
It's ghetto, I know.
one of my best FGC friends, but I don't know how the hell y'all let him up here. Actually, I do. He plays Dimitri. You just need to know how to DP with that character, man. Come on. MountainDewFKR fucker. 7th place. Now, for someone who surprised me, because I didn't know who the hell this guy is, and he lives in my city, and now he makes me want to play the game.
Do it.
And he played, well, hold on. Him playing fish isn't good. We don't need more fishes in this city, all right? He came, he took names, he got a medal. Ismon. Now, for someone from the Austin scene that I've known for like 10 years, but they used to play a bad game. They're playing Third Strike. But now, last year, they started playing a good game, and now they're getting medals. Crimzon, 5th place.
Top 8 for Third Strike tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I got top 8 Third Strike.
All right, they got top 8 and Third Strike too. They're a good player. Now, for the lone Texas invader from the East Coast, last year's champion. They became a dad. So maybe that's a buff, a debuff, I don't know. We'll it's an OS. It's an OS. Fish God sketch in fourth. Fifth, fourth. 1, 2, 3. I can count. I play fish. All right. Now for someone, another grinder from the Austin scene that if I have to play them in any game, I'm not happy about it because they're gonna play a fucked up evil character, and they got good execution. They're sick with it though. Careless in third. And in second, someone who has probably had like the biggest climb in VSAV. Someone who, when I first met them, they knew so much about the game. They're super technical, but now they have the game knowledge to back it up. And every time I see them, they impress me more and more. And they got second. The face of the new blood of VSAV, Grubby.
Yo, shout out to Shay.
Shout outs to Austin. Shout outs to Shay. Third Strike doesn't have to be the only game, a retro game, all right? You can build a scene for anything. And now, first place, reclaiming their title. They won 4 Texas Showdowns in a row, and then they got knocked. But they came back. The Cowboy reclaims his crown. The Shinko God. Snuggleguns in first place. Nine to 5 character, hard-working man right here, all right? He clocks in every day. He hits that tin Reha. He doesn't know what's going to happen with it. He just lets it. He just throws the balls. Long day at the Tin Reha factory. One more time for our 2026 Texas Showdown Vampire Savior Top 8. We got over 50 entrants this year, which blows me away, but let's not let this just be an Evo bump. This is the fighting game. This is the God game, okay? If you like pressing buttons, if you like doing fucked up things, if you like execution and fishes, this is the game for you to play. This is Vampire Savior. Check it out at Evo Japan. Check it out at Evo. But check it out after that. Keep playing this game, okay? It's a good game. One more time for Snuggleguns. Play VSAV.